Don Tuscalani here. I hope everybody's having a blessed Monday and that your week is off to a great start. Today for my mustache check-in, I want to do a couple things. First of all, I want to thank everybody for your birthday wishes and reaching out to me. It was a great day yesterday, and certainly appreciate our Stash Brotherhood. In fact, one of our brothers, Shane, said, friendship is doing life together, and I couldn't agree more. And you all are a great part of my life, and I appreciate all of you. That said, Shane did send me a test wax with rosin and to try out. And just asked me the other day about a couple questions about it. And one of the questions was, how long does a style with this last? Does it last just one day, part of a day, more than a day? And I had a hard time answering that. It certainly lasts a day, but can it do a tachython like our brother Matt did with Firehouse? I don't know. I tend not to wear wax in my stash for more than a day. I typically clean it out each day for a couple reasons. One is just because it tends to dry out the hairs when you leave it in there a long time. So I just like to get the oils in there and so forth each night. But on the positive side, as it dries, it firms. So a firmer wax, especially with rosin, will tend to last several days. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and style up today with the test wax, and then leave it in at least overnight, see how it looks tomorrow, and then we'll take tomorrow as it comes and see if we want to extend that another day. So here we go with our styling. So I'm going to do a review while I do this, but with this wax, and I've used it several times, it is unscented, so I will tend to combine it with other waxes, but it scrapes out of the tin with no problems. You can see there that's got a good stick to it. I would classify this as a firm hold wax. Not quite a strong wax, but certainly firm. And the beauty of this wax is that it will get firmer as it dries. So while it's easy to put in, it will give you a very firm hold, and will improve, and that hold will improve over time. So we're just going to go ahead and get this first layer in there, and I'm going to be fairly generous here, especially right up in here. I'm going to be fairly generous since the plan is to leave it in there for more than a day. And I'm also getting some on the back side of my stash. You know what's funny about the back side of your stash? It reminds me of the jungle cruise at Disney, when they go behind the waterfall and they say, "And here's the back side of water." That just cracks me up every time. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of get that first layer in there. And I'm going to comb it through before it sets up. And you can see it's already setting up. And that's already getting a nice firm hold to it. Keep your fingers clean. Absolute must. Get some more. You see, it's a good portion. We don't want to go chintzy on this. Again, we want to get some nice under the nose there, kind of get it nice and well applied. Start bending it back a bit. Just kind of carry that wax out there to the ends. If you see, if you've seen Pain Train's videos, he will tend to make a English style with most of his mustache styles and then bend it out from there. But check Pain Train's videos out. He's doing a really good job demonstrating products and demonstrating techniques for stash styling. And of course, there's always Bob. Go out and check them out if you are new to stash style or you're wondering how to do things a little different or better. All right, so I'm going to do just one more layer. And then I'm going to pause the video. Let this firm up for several minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Just let it firm up a bit. And then we're going to come up and come back and do a final styling. Also, go out and check out this cool logo merchandise from Salty Souls Maui. Good friends I met while at Maui, and we've remained good friends. Just another instance of friends do life together, and certainly I've experienced that with our Stash Brotherhood and extended family. So these are some great folks that we work with. All right, so I'm just going to kind of let that firm up a bit, and then we're going to be back for a final application and style, and then we'll let it rest for a day or two and see how it holds up. So be right back. All right, so we're back. It is firm. It's firmed up. I'm just going to go ahead and put another little layer on here and finish up the style. Kind of flatten it out, pinch it in. There's always seems like there's a hair or two that doesn't want to cooperate. Get that end kind of so all the hairs come together. Bring it around. I'm not going to do anything fancy today. Not that I usually do. We're just going to go with the standard handlebar. Something like that. Clean off the fingers. I tend not to rub it in as much to the fingers because you want to apply it more liberally. Probably actually time for me to trim a little off the ends. Starting to get just a little split end action going there. Now one thing you notice here, I had more of a flat front. Here I kind of laid it down more, so I'm going to try to get those the same. And you see how pliable this still is. It's very easy to work with. We talk about those loose hairs. I always got one that doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And I'll be back with the final product. Hang on. And that's it. That's a wrap. This is already firming up pretty good, but as I said, it's going to just keep firming. And I think this is going to hold really good, likely for a couple days at least. So, couple final thoughts. I waxed up pretty heavy yesterday, so I wanted to make sure that I was truly only testing this wax and not including other waxes. So I actually washed out 4 times with the Mountaineer brand beard wash, and also another beard soap that I had received. So I think I got it pretty clean and free of prior waxes from yesterday. The other thing I want to mention is, although this is scent free, it's hard to be have no scent, even though no scents are added. But this has avocado oil in it, and if you saw Shane's recent announcement, he's going with avocado oil as a primary carrier for his waxes, and it really does have a nice scent to it, just naturally. It does have a scent, but no scents are added, if that makes sense. So stay tuned. I'll give an update, if not later today, tomorrow. Also, my plan is to just live life with this, swim, exercise, eat, all that stuff. So we'll see how it holds up. And it is hot and humid here in the Nashville area, so it will certainly put the wax to a test. So thanks again to my good friend Shane, and for sending me this, and we'll see how it holds up, and we'll report back. So as always, have a fantastic Monday, and as always, Original Mustache Club for life, baby.